Hello everyone, and welcome back to Celestial Symphony. Water is praised by all of us as the elixir of life, which is essential for our survival and well-being, and life is practically impossible without it. The human body consists of about 60% water, and maintaining proper hydration is very important for various bodily functions. But a question arises: if we decide to consume only water for the rest of our lives, what would happen? How many days can we survive by only consuming water? While water is a vital resource for us, a water-only diet raises interesting questions about its long-term effects on the human body. And if you want to know what would happen to us day by day, make sure to stick around to the end of the video. Day 1 to 3, acclimatization phase. In the early days of consuming only water, our body enters the adaptation phase. The lack of essential nutrients such as carbohydrates, proteins, and fats causes weakness, fatigue, and dizziness. Our body starts using its own glycogen stores for energy, which can rapidly lead to weight loss. However, this stage will be unsustainable in the long run. Our body will soon completely deplete its energy reserves, and the boiler will not be able to use the glycogen reserves to supply its energy. Without sufficient energy from carbohydrates, the physical performance of our body is significantly impaired. We feel weak and tired. It's even possible that the normal activities we do, such as climbing the stairs or walking medium distances, can become daunting and impossible for us. This physical weakness is a clear indication of our body's need for a diverse range of nutrients for optimal performance. Days 4 to 7, beginning of nutritional deficiencies. As our body depletes its glycogen reserves, it begins to break down its own muscle tissue for energy. Severe nutritional deficiencies are revealed to us and lead to a weak immune system and increased susceptibility to infections. The lack of vitamins, minerals, and other essential nutrients can even affect our skin, hair, and nails, making them brittle and dull. In the stage of muscle breakdown and weakness, our body's glycogen reserves are completely depleted, so our body turns to alternative sources of its own energy. Unfortunately, one of these sources of energy is our muscle tissue. A lack of protein intake forces our body to break down its own muscles to release amino acids, which are essential building blocks for various bodily functions. This muscle failure eventually leads to more weakness and a decrease in our physical capacity. A significant deficiency of vitamins, minerals, and other essential nutrients directly impairs our immune system's ability to function effectively. The immune system relies on these nutrients to produce immune cells and antibodies that defend our body against infections. With a weak immune system, we are more prone to illness, from a common cold to severe infections. The effects of nutritional deficiencies are visible even in our appearance. Our hair may become brittle, dry, and prone to fall out. Our skin may even lose its healthy glow. Our nails become brittle and easily break. Another sign of a lack of essential nutrients include biotin and collagen, which are necessary to maintain the strength of our hair and nails. Day 8 through 14, cognitive and physical disorders. During this period, the effects of malnutrition are much greater for us. Our cognitive performance decreases completely and leads to problems in our concentration, memory, and decision-making. Physical disorders such as muscle weakness and decreased endurance also happen to us. The lack of protein intake prevents the healing and growth of our tissues and endangers our overall health. On the 8th and 14th days of consuming only water, the lack of essential nutrients, especially amino acids and vitamins vital for brain health, significantly affect our cognitive performance. Memory defects become more frequent and more obvious to us and make it practically impossible to manage even our simplest tasks. Lack of nutrients needed to produce neurotransmitters leads to mental fog, where our thoughts become cloudy and disconnected. We have trouble processing information for making decisions or participating in coherent conversations. Our mood swings become more pronounced, and feelings of irritability, anxiety, and even depression become increasingly common. Day 15 to 30, organ pressure and potential risks. Continuing a water-only diet puts a lot of pressure on our organs. Our hearts have to work harder to pump blood, potentially leading to irregular heartbeats and increased risk of heart-related problems. Kidney function is compromised due to the lack of proper nutrients and potentially leads to kidney stones and other kidney problems. The pressure on the cardiovascular system reaches its maximum at this stage. As muscle breakdown and nutrition deficiencies continue, our heart's ability to pump blood effectively is compromised. This can lead to an increased risk of irregular heartbeat, reduced cardiac output, cardiac arrhythmia, and further threaten our heart's health. The liver, which is responsible for processing nutrients and toxins, bears a heavy burden in the absence of a varied diet. The lack of nutrients necessary for metabolic processes can lead to liver dysfunction and impair its ability to detoxify and regulate various biochemical reactions. This pressure on the liver helps to reduce the overall metabolic efficiency of our body. Day 31 to 60, severe health complications. At this stage, the lack of essential nutrients lead to severe health complications. Muscles continue due to waste, and our body enters a state of extreme weakness. Our immune system weakens significantly and makes us vulnerable to infections. Bone health deteriorates due to a lack of calcium and vitamin D, and increases the risk of fractures. Lack of calcium, vitamin D, and other minerals vital for bone health continues to have a devastating effect on our skeletal system. Bone density is very low, and the risk of fractures increases even with minor injuries. Osteoporosis, a condition characterized by brittle bones, becomes a major concern at this stage. A weak immune system makes our bodies increasingly vulnerable. The lack of nutrients necessary for the production and functioning of immune cells makes us susceptible to a wide range of infections, most of which can be life-threatening. Even mild diseases can have serious consequences for us, because our body is practically not able to fight against pathogenic agents. Day 61 and beyond, life-threatening consequences. Over time, nutritional deficiencies can lead to life-threatening consequences. Our body organs are severely exposed to danger, and vital functions such as breathing and blood circulation may fail at any moment. The lack of dietary fats leads to a disruption in hormone production and affects various processes in the body. Without essential nutrients, our bodies eventually succumb to the combined effects of malnutrition, organ failure, and immune system failure, and we eventually die. This is the best and maximum time a person can survive only by drinking water. While water is undoubtedly essential for our survival, relying on it as our sole source of nutrition will have dire consequences for our bodies. The lack of vital nutrition leads to a series of health problems that completely endanger our physical, mental, and emotional well-being. It's important to remember that a balanced diet is necessary to maintain good health and avoid the severe consequences of a water-only diet. And that's going to bring us to the end of the video. And make sure to tell us in the comments, in your opinion, which one of the side effects we mentioned is more dangerous for us than the others. And don't forget, if you enjoyed the video, make sure to leave a like and consider hitting the subscribe button. And while you're at it, hit the bell so you never miss an upload. We want to thank you so much for watching. This has been Celestial Symphony. We'll see you in the next video.